Hey everyone, it's Nancy here and welcome back to my channel. I know it's been quite a while since I've uploaded a long form video here on YouTube and oh my gosh, y'all, I've missed you guys so much, but I'm back and I'm just so excited to be sharing another video for you guys. If you are new here, my name is Nancy and I make faith-based content here on YouTube. I focus on faith, family, and nursing school. So if that interests you, then just go ahead and click that subscribe button and welcome to the YouTube family. Guys, oh my gosh, I'm getting ready to start nursing school in a few months and I'm gonna just share with you guys how I'm getting prepared to do so while being a wife and a mom. Alrighty, so the number one thing I think is super important. For me personally, I think having a strong support system is really, really important. My support system consists of primarily my husband, as well as extendedly my parents and my in-laws. And when I start my actual program in May, my son will be in daycare. And funny enough, it's the same daycare that I attended when I was a baby. When I start nursing school in May, my son will still be fairly young. He's gonna be 8 months. And so as a mom, it's just really important to have him in a safe environment where I know that he can thrive. So like I said, a first time mom, there was so much guilt. And I still get a little bit of anxiety when I think about the actual day where I drop him off and I'm away from him for like a super extended period of time. A little anxiety creeps in, but I think about the bigger picture, like, why am I doing this? I'm doing this for me, I'm doing this for him, I'm doing this for my family. And so that's when I know, okay, he's gonna be fine. I feel like the second thing is to be organized. It's super important to be organized, to have a planner, to have a whiteboard, to use the calendar in your phone, to have notes and memos and just have everything in a calendar in your phone or in your planner, on a whiteboard, just organized on your fridge. Because you're not just be responsible for yourself, you also have a child to also, and a husband as well. So making sure you keep those dates, those really important dates, in a calendar. And I have a planner that I use. I got it from Ross for about 10 bucks. I got one from my sister as well, and it's just really effective. And so I just think that that's really, really something that is super, super important to use, as well as a whiteboard. You can get it from Amazon and you can stick it to your refrigerator or like in your office or something like that. And then just the calendar in your phone as well. So just being really organized is really, really important. The third thing that I've already been doing is I'm already buying all of my supplies pretty much before I start my program. So that way I'm not scrambling around when the program starts. So like my shoes, I already got those. I got those during Black Friday. My stethoscope I got as a gift. My scrubs, just everything that I need, I'm doing it beforehand. That's how I plan to just stay on top of it. And also, I feel like the fourth thing is just making time for your partner. So even in something as rigorous as nursing school, it's just really important for me and my husband and I to make time for a date night. So that could be maybe once every 2 weeks or once a week, but just being very intentional about making time for each other. And even just not even just that, but just showing up and asking my husband, not just how your day was, but what can I do in order to make you feel seen or heard or stuff like that. So not just, oh, how was your day, but like going above that and saying, okay, how do you need me to show up in what areas so I can do that for you? My husband and I have had intentional and deep conversations about the fact that nursing school is very demanding. I just feel like time management is super important. Like this goes to the fifth point for me personally, is like training my mind for time management prior to starting nursing school. So for example, am I gonna spend 1 hour studying drugs and pharmacology, or am I gonna spend 1 hour scrolling on TikTok? Like which behavior or which action is gonna yield me the best result? It's obviously gonna be the 1 hour studying pharmacology. So for me personally, every single day I memorize 2 to 3 different drugs, and I memorize like their group, their class, and their mechanism, and then what they do in the body. So this is an app I like to use called Medscape, and it lists every single pharmaceutical drug in alphabetical order from A to Z. And you can just click on any drug and it will literally give you a lot of details about the particular drug. So, for example, albuterol, and it'll give you the dosage, interactions, adverse effects, warnings, pregnancy, pharmacology, all different things about the particular drug. So I like to use this and memorize at least 2 to 3. I like to aim for 3 different drugs every single day. Oh, it's time management. And for me, I'm no longer on Instagram. I don't really get on Instagram. I don't have TikTok. So social media is not even something that I'm already detaching myself away from, because I know in order to be successful in this program, I got to give this shot my best shot. I'm not someone that just want to keep doing this over and over and over again. Like, no, like I have a child, like I have, so it's like, for me, it's like, what's more important, social media or being successful in my program? And for me, obviously, being more successful. So social media, gotta go. And to me, it's just like an athlete when they're locking in. They're like going for the Super Bowl or the playoffs, and they're locking in. Matter of fact, the Super Bowl's coming up. Who y'all rooting for? Comment, let me know. I believe it's like who's playing? See, I don't even know. I'm so focused on nursing school and graduating and getting my degree and working, okay? Because I was supposed to start nursing school last year, right? But I got pregnant. My start date was moved a year later. So there's people that I met in my previous cohort that might have books that I would need. So I'm gonna reach out to them, and I'm going to, reach out to them about books that I can buy off of them versus buying it in in school, excuse me. So I'm doing that as well. And then also I'm reading chapters, I'm reading chapters of patho, right? I'm learning patho. I'm going over A&P. A&P you gotta be solid in nursing school. So I'm reading A&P over and over again, because once I start the program, I wanna be a high performer in my. If you found this video helpful, go ahead and give it a thumbs up, and I will see you guys in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.